Now as we prepare for the long jump final, no one expects Carl Lewis to be beaten in this event, but Marty LaCour, there's much on his mind as he prepares for this first of the 6 available jumps.
His strategy is to just take this first jump, really get a long, fair jump out there, and then pass on the final 5 so that he can rest up for the 200 meters.
Fair jump. The white flag is up. Way out there, Marty. He's near the 29-foot sign again.
Well, he looks a little calm right now. You remember when he jumped 28.9 last year, he also had a 30-footer disallowed because of the foul, and I think he's waiting to make sure before he celebrates that this one was fair.
Well, it's a fair jump. We're just waiting for the distance now. It looks like a very long one.
189. 879.
Yeah. You think you're worthy?
Oh, my.
I don't know if Carl knows how long that is either.
Jump in history, 879,
28.10 and a quarter. The second longest jump in history, the longest ever at sea level. He has now crept to within 4¼ inches of Bob Beamon. And Marty, every time he steps on the track, he does something spectacular. This is simply amazing on the very first jump of the competition.
Well, it is, because a long jumper has a lot of problems getting their steps down perfectly. Usually the big jumps are the last 3 or even the last jump. He comes down and he just hits the greatest jump at sea level on the first attempt. That just shows how well trained he is. We talk about his long strides in the sprints, but here they not only have to be long, but they also have to be measured perfectly every time. And you can see on his plant, no foul. He's getting a lot of height in his jumps that I don't think he was getting last year. He's increased his speed, he's increased his strength, and that is very apparent in this jump.
And now we're going to take a head-on look at this remarkable athlete as he comes down the runway right at you toward the takeoff
Here
board.
you can see how much height he's getting. Last year he was running down the runway very quickly and then jumping out into the pit, but now his strength is so much that he's really getting up there high as Beamon did, but he still could probably get a few more inches out of the last part of his landing if he were trying to go for a record and not just a fair jump. There's a lot more potential there.
Beamon's record 29.2½ on this runway. Carl has now produced a 28.10 and a quarter, a 28.9, a 28.7, the 3 longest jumps ever at sea level. Coming up, Edwin Moses going for number 75 in a row in the 400-meter hurdles.